up is Bill's. I ride Bill several times a week, so I just didn't quite manage to fit one in the week. So that is why I'm taking him out on a Saturday. Much to kind of that feeling when you get to Saturday and you're like, oh, I should have done it in the week. I should have fitted it in somehow. I think currently like my weeks and weekends are just merging into one, and there doesn't ever feel like a clear bit of rest, and I need rest. It's sometimes when I wish I didn't do the job I did and have the hobby I have, because sometimes I think it takes away from my love of the horses when I get home, because if you've been doing it all day long, when you get around to getting home and having to then do yours and ride yours, sometimes, not always, sometimes I just feel a little bit drained and a little bit like, whereas I think if I was probably working in some other industry or career, then I'd hope that then when I got home to ride mine, it would feel like a real pleasure and like a real like, oh, get to have a ride. Whereas, you know, when you've already ridden 4 or 5 horses in a day, when you get around to doing yours, you're like, here we go again. Sometimes, not always. I'm longing for the proper spring to arrive. I'm desperate for it, because at the moment this rain and sort of snow that we've had has put back turning the horses out properly, and obviously I think this weather is really making the horses a little bit all over the place, because obviously with February being quite mild at the beginning and then them starting to sort of get their summer coat, being chucked back into winter, and now I don't know, I just feel like they're a little bit all over the place. I don't know whether they're coming or going, so I'm just really ready for some like warmer temperatures and a bit of sun, and just, you know, getting to the stage where I love my job again, because the weather's gorgeous and we get to be out in it. I'm there, I'm done on winter, and I'm ready to say goodbye. Anyway, we'll get there in the end, won't we? Oh guys, beautiful hat hair from Bill's, or from Riding Mills I should say. So Lara's coming to ride, which is amazing with me. However, I did say I would hack Sienna, and this would be the first hack since before the accident, wouldn't it? Yeah. And in the past, we've had some great hacks, and we've had some not so great hacks with her. She's not really been afraid of traffic, but just sometimes decided she didn't want to hack. It's not helped that it's got colder and the wind's picked up. And you know when you just really want like nice sunny, chilled vibes for the first hack back. I mean, she's been out on the lead, so it's not like she's not hacking, but I'm desperate to chicken it and wait for a nicer day. What are you snorting about? I don't know. I just want nice, warm, mild weather. I chickened out from riding because I'm a big wuss. However, it meant that all the horses got ridden. Sienna was very on her toes and very bright-eyed, so I don't think I actually made the wrong decision. I think it was probably best to leave her till another day when it's nice and warm and the sun's out and she's all settled and not all excited like she was today. Where does this girl get her energy from? Oh, funky hair going on here. I'm being a bit rubbish at updating you guys with what I'm doing. I'm just swapping them around. So Arts has just been out in the field. I had to put Sienna and Coop out. They haven't been out probably for a week, just with the weather. So it'd be nice for them to have maybe like half an hour out. And after riding, I got Lara to help me just take a couple of stock images, because it can be really helpful if you've got an extra pair of hands. So we did some equestrian shots. That was quite nice. But there's now, I don't know what time it is. It's gone 2. And I think it's about 2:15. So I'm going to give these guys half an hour out, put them away, and then I've got to go to work. So it's just a bit non-stop. I have had a quick bite to eat as well, but it's just a bit non-stop today. It's sort of like keep walking back into the house and being like, oh my God, it's a mess in here and I need to tidy up, and haven't done any washing yet and all that jazz. But hopefully tomorrow will be a bit quieter. So let's get these guys out. I can tell you exactly who it is. That person right in the middle there. That will be the culprit. Anytime she goes out, she trashes the field. It drives me insane. Lesson taught. We got a bit wet. It's rather miserable this afternoon. It's just grey and wet and cold. I might have just opened a bag of mini eggs that was an Easter gift for someone. You know when you're like, I need chocolate. I needed chocolate, and that was all that was there. And I was like, we'll replace them. It's fine. So a few mini eggs. Now I'm feeling ready to get mucking out again for the third time's tonight. Yeah. Anyway, it feels like it's been a very busy day today, I must say. It's sort of, I don't know where time's gone, it's just whizzed by. But anyway, at least everyone got hacked. I don't think tomorrow will be as busy, so hopefully I can get on and do some jobs like cleaning, laundry. Really need to tackle. Lara is going to come and rescue me again and come for a hack in the morning, so that gets them done. So yeah, I will no doubt see you guys tomorrow. Morning guys, it is Sunday. I think I'm going to ride Sienna out hacking. It's much milder today. It was like 8 degrees even at like 7 this morning. So it's a lot warmer. It's windy, but I've got to get on and do it. Lara is hopefully on her way. We've got Mr. Coop. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Let's just hope she's not too sharp and not too bouncy like she was on the hack yesterday. Yesterday, she was literally on her toes the whole time. So I'm just praying she's not like that today, and that the warmer weather will just make her feel a bit more settled, because obviously it doesn't matter how much work we put into her, makes no difference energy-wise. So we're just going to have to pray the weather sorts her out. So yeah, so I'm tacking up. Heartbeat's going a bit faster. It's only a hack. Anyway, wish me luck. Wow, I look as rough as I feel. Hour and a half of cleaning out the turnout pen. All haylage has left, new sand in. It's looking marginally better out there. The wind has picked up a lot. Glad I rode this morning. But yeah, looks nice in here now. Glad that's done. I'm going to need to sleep this afternoon after all that. God, I've burnt a few calories doing that, that's for sure. Look how red I am. Because of you guys, I'm actually tack cleaning, so I thank you for that. I literally just put up my last video, which was about being a little bit stuck in a rut with YouTube and everything. And you guys have been so nice. What a deserve for such nice comments. But because of your lovely comments, I feel quite motivated, and I'm so tired. After emptying out the turnout pen, I am so tired that I could have clonked out on the sofa quite easily. But no, because of your lovely comments, I thought, no, let's go and do some tack cleaning, because it desperately needs doing. And I know I'll feel a lot better once it's done. So I thought I'll tack clean for half an hour, and then I'll do the horses again and get them ready for bed. And then I'll go and plonk out on the sofa. So yeah, thanks again for all your comments and suggestions. Honestly, they've been so helpful. It's been a very good bit of market research. It's been really handy. And now what I kind of need to do, if I have time tonight, is to sit down and do a bit of prep and like think about the videos I want to do, and then sort of research them and all that kind of thing. It does take quite a while. So I just need to be a little more organised, because I'm not very good if I leave it last minute, especially if my week turns out to be a busy one or something like that. So yeah, big thank yous to you lot. I don't know if I've updated you on my hack with Sienna, finally with Brave. Got on, went for a hack. It was so much more mild today that it felt like the right decision. She was okay. She was fine. She didn't do anything naughty or anything like that. She was a smidge stuffy halfway round. And she does make me really try and work out how I can help her. I have a few theories on Sienna. One, that she was just tired. She's just been tired, and I've been trying to work her a lot more to see if that would help her, but I don't think it has. And so one is she's tired and she's just acting a bit like a toddler, and she kind of got halfway around and she's like, I've had enough, I'm tired, blah, blah, blah. She didn't do anything bad. She just got, like I say, a bit stuffy. The other one is that she needs to learn to be comfortable with just being relaxed and just not having tons of stimulation. So I've said it many times, but she's a mare that loves new things. So she loves going for a new hack, or she loves just anything that's really is new. It sounds so bizarre, but she does. She thrives off of new rides and things like that. And I just think sometimes I wonder if she just needs to learn to be happy with not doing too much. And I don't think she knows how to cope with that. I need to work out how to teach her, really. Is that going for a hack down the road and it not necessarily having to be hugely stimulating, she needs to learn that that's okay, and that she just, thank you, Corporal. Corporal's rubbing his bum at the back of the stable. She just needs to learn that that's okay. It doesn't always have to be a crazy ride. It doesn't always have to be a real full-on session. She can just go for a nice walk and be relaxed. Because for the first half of the ride, she was very much like, well, this is boring. What are we going to do? Looking around, and she just needed stuff to keep her occupied. But then I would just say the last quarter of the ride, when she finally kind of went, oh, okay, this is just what we're doing, and I could let her have a long rein, and then it was really nice, and I could just sit there and be uber chilled. And thank God to Lara, who Lara came out really just for me. I don't think Sienna actually needed Coop. I just needed the moral support because I'm a big wimp. Yeah, bless Lara. She's a good egg. She is very, very good. Like I say, I was quite nervous, because I'm that sort of person that gets nervous about everything. And yeah, I think I just needed her there for moral support. And obviously Corporal is a saint when it comes to like looking after Sienna on the road and everything. As I say, Sienna's very good. It was a bit unfortunate today that when we were out onto the road, we found out that there was a time trial, like cycle race. It's like, it must have been the first one of the year. The signs literally go up the morning it happens, so you've got no idea it's coming up, and it's a nightmare when it is, because you do get a lot of bikes racing around the village, and it's like a consistent stream of them, or constant, not consistent, like constant stream of them. And anyway, bless Sienna, she's pretty good with bikes anyway. We have a lot of cycle riders around here, but sometimes they're so rude, and it's so infuriating, because the first person we came across said to us, why were we out when there was a bike race on? And firstly, I didn't know there was a bike race on. And secondly, this is my village, and I like to go for a hack on a Sunday morning, because normally it's a slightly quieter time of the week. And they were just so rude to us. And I just thought, I just wanted to shout at them. And then we had lots of nice riders who were very polite and like gave us warning and gave us a wide berth. So like, lovely, thank you to all of them. But then towards the end of the ride, we had somebody who was obviously racing. And I get that. I know they're in a race, but you still have to obey the rules of the road. And shot past us so fast. And they also had one of those bikes that have like the wheels filled in, so they make that horrible noise. Shot past us. I mean, if Corporal had moved an inch, he would have like hit the cyclist, because there was a car coming. There was us and the bike rider, and the bike rider just shot between the pair of us. And I was so angry because it was so dangerous. The noise he was making was horrendous. Like, Sienna's still really young, and I was absolutely livid. I was so cross, just because it was so dangerous. There was no need for that. I mean, I don't care if you're in a race. Like, do you want to end up on a car or stuck underneath a horse's legs? Like, no. And I'm sorry that, you know, we were out riding, but tough. It's our village as well. You know, you just got to be fair. Anyway, I was not happy. So that was a bit disappointing. But like I say, the majority of them were very nice people cycling and who were very polite. So it wasn't all bad. So I'm glad I have got that done. Just keep my thinking cap on with Sienna, really, and just keep working. She'll get there. She'll get there. It was still a good hack. So that's the main thing. So I'm going to clean his tack. Artie's trying. Poor Arts, he's not 100% at the moment. Actually, he's all right to go hacking, but I was lunging him yesterday to take some photos, and then he didn't look in $1 million. Can you see him? That's him there. So he hates being in the turnout pen. You'd think he'd want to be out there, being that he has all that space. Nope. And the thing is, Artie's are so much tidy. Like, Artie's OCD tidy, which is a lovely thing to have in a horse. So it's easier for me to have him in the turnout pen because he's clean. His teeth. Oi! He's cleaner out there. Because he's not being hacked quite as much, it gives him more room to move around. Because Corporal started itching his face really badly just before regionals, Corporal was using like the water butt and everything in there to itch his face. So Corporal was better off in the stable. It stopped him from itching, or it getting any worse anyway. But Artie just spends his life calling out there, and I don't know if he feels really left out there. I mean, he can see Sienna. She has a window into her stable. She spends a lot of time looking out of her window, but Archie just doesn't seem very happy, so I might have to swap them around tonight. I've also noticed he's already dragged quite a lot of haylage around my newly clean turnout pen, which I'm not very happy about, but he's just not happy out there, so might have to do a swap. We might have to shove Coop out there and see how we get going, but yeah, it's a bit annoying that he's not very happy. Anyway, I'm going to finish this here because I've just seen the time. It's 7.5 minutes. No one used to hear me talking for 7.5 minutes. And carry on tack cleaning before I go and sort them all out. But yeah, again, thank you so much for the love on the previous video, or last Sunday's video. And yeah, thank you very, very, very much. It's much appreciated. And thank you for the motivation you've given me to tack clean, because it wouldn't have happened unless you guys had been so nice. So thanks again.